Okay, guys, we're coming with the last interview on spiritual stuff right now, but well, I'm going to ask him questions about the spiritual aspect of Poto, Oklahoma. And Gary, give a shout out to Paul Gray.
Yeah, I don't know you, Paul. I watch you on TikTok. Mitchell's informed me to you, but just want to give you a shout out and tell you I think you're doing a good job.
Okay, when I come across, guys, all you awake people, Poto, Oklahoma, there's good family people here, but there's churches everywhere. There's ley lines. There is people walking the streets, all the face and everything. And this is just, Gary can explain it more, but when I crossed from Arkansas is awake compared to this area, and crossed into Oklahoma, there was Mason signs everywhere. Jesus saves everywhere. That's Hail Zeus, guys. And I see a lot of spraying down here. I know the military is putting a lot of monatomic gold up here to help these people open up their pineal gland, but it's just a drain. Gary lives down here, and but it's just like I started slowly bleeding to death. I just felt a drain. So, Gary, can you explain what has happened, what the Masons have done to this area?
Yeah, you know something too, Mitchell. It's really the church.
Yeah,
that's really the problem. I can remember a time when I lived in Arkansas, and I would come and visit my parents, and I'd get not physically sick while I was here, and then when I'd go back home and I'd cross that borderline, I'd feel better. But what was my train of thought? Hell, I lost my train of thought. Got a little sugar high. We ready?
Yeah.
So, as Mitchell was saying, there are churches we are inundated down here with churches. And 90% of the churches on the side of their wall, they've got, the Ten Commandments. And the irony of that is the commandment that says, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, which is a Friday evening to a Saturday evening. And they don't even keep that. And that's how blinded they are to this whole thing, is they've got an instruction up on the side of their building that they expect everyone to keep, and they're not even keeping it themselves. And so the law, when it comes in its form like that, doesn't come but for to condemn and to judge and to show you your shortness and your weaknesses and the inability to match in this case, a righteous so-called God, which was Yahweh. And you ask, you say, well, why is it that the people can't see that? And the reason is the scripture says that the law blinds us to the truth. And so that law is all over this area. And it blinds us from the true Yeshua and the true Yahuwah, and gives us a false Christ, which is Jesus. And as Mitchell was saying, they worship this false God, and the result of that is a heavy, oppressive, dictative God. And that's what you get in this area, and it just literally drain you and make you sick.
Yeah, it will. And I promise you, it is. I don't see how Gary survives, because right now I just feel it. I've got used to it, and I've got to know some of the people. Most of the people, what'd you say about the good family orientation? They're just misled down here.
As far as the family unit is concerned, this is a great place to raise a family, a great town. Their Achilles heel is their religion, is the spirit of religion, and
yeah,
it permeates everything down here and affects everything down here. So, and I do a karaoke thing, and I work in a bar, and so consequently I get to see a lot of people come in and out. And most of the people that come in that bar are ex-church people that are just beat down and beat to hell and under guilt and condemnation. And I'm not going to say this is that I was put there to do what I do, but I get an opportunity to share with them, say, listen, I was a pastor one time, and I was involved in all of that bourgeois, and the Creator brought me out, and I'm a better person for it. And I get to kind of talk to them, and you can just see the life come back in their eyes, right? Getting a little bit of hope and so forth. But yeah, this is a very oppressive area, territorial, and spirits are territorial, and there is certainly a spirit of condemnation in this area.
So this is the area where the true Christ could come, Yeshua, and they would not necessarily, when they say crucify, it don't always mean actual taking swords and everything. It means with their words and mockery and everything else. So the true Christ could come through here. He could be sitting here right now, and if the people, if he started talking like he used to, they would verbally be, he would be crucified.
Oh, they'd run him out of town with on a rail. Yeah,
sure. They sure would. All right, guys, just remember, all you got to do is love. That's all that matters. You got to have a pure heart, and you're going to make it through what's coming. I thank Gary for these interviews. And
Paul Gray.
Paul Gray, yeah, yay, Paul Gray.